Welcome to Lesson 16 of the American English Pronunciation Course. Today we're going to work on sip and zip. They are the same sound, except that sip is unvoiced, s, and zip is voiced, z. S, sip, z, zip. Practice these words with the sound in sip. Seam, sad, sail, sour, score, lesson, test, waste, kiss, since, sell, science, circle. As you can see, this sound is written with S, SS, C, or SC, when the C is followed by E, I, or Y. That's why we pronounce the C as a hard C in score, but not in science. Now practice the sound in zip. Zero, zoo, zone, zipper, quiz, crazy, puzzle, razor, music, reason, choose, rose, has, pays, lives. This sound can be spelled with Z, ZZ, or S. So, how can you know if the letter S in written English is pronounced S or Z? Well, when the S is in the middle of the word, it's impossible to know. In fact, some words are identical in written form, yet pronounced differently. Close, with an S sound. I live close to the beach. Close, with a Z sound. Please close the door. Use, with an S sound. That's not a good use of your time. Use, with a Z sound. We use computers at work. Loose, with an S sound. These pants are too loose. Lose, with a Z sound. Don't lose your keys. But when the S is at the end of a word, there is a rule we can follow. ES is always pronounced with a Z sound. Glasses, boxes, watches. S is pronounced S whenever it follows an unvoiced sound. Bets, books, helps. S is pronounced as Z when it follows a voiced sound. Beds, bags, ribs, cars, plays. The T, K, and P are all unvoiced sounds, so when followed by an S, the S is pronounced S. D, G, B, R, and Y are all voiced sounds. So, when followed by an S, the S is pronounced Z. I want to make a special note about the letter X, because sometimes it's pronounced X, like in the word exciting, and sometimes it's pronounced Gz, like in the word exam. There's a simple rule for this. X is pronounced as Gz if both of the following are true. The stressed syllable begins immediately after the X, and the X is followed by a vowel. Words in this category include exist, exact, exotic, exempt, exult. If these two conditions are not met, then X is pronounced X. This includes explain, excuse, extra, exercise, mix, tax, box, six, crux. Let's practice the difference. Bus, buzz, false, falls, sip, zip, rice, rise, peace, peas, fierce, fears, loose, lose, place, plays, sink, zinc, sue, zoo. Now test your listening. Which word do I say? Race, fuzz, spice, grows, zone, lacy, precedent. Okay, on to the practice sentences. Sid sold his sister's scissors 6 months ago. Sid sold his sister's scissors 6 months ago. Have you seen my small striped socks recently? Have you seen my small striped socks recently? Cindy smiled sweetly when she smelled the steaks. Cindy smiled sweetly when she smelled the steaks. The zebra at the zoo was poisoned by 2 crazy guys. The zebra at the zoo was poisoned by two crazy guys. These quizzes always surprise me. These quizzes always surprise me. I chose to use the puzzle with a dozen kids in my classes. I chose to use the puzzle with a dozen kids in my classes. You've finished Lesson 16. In tomorrow's lesson, we'll practice 3 new sounds: sheer, cheer, and jeer.